So here is how I created my own WhatsApp AI chatbot. So the reason why I created a bot for myself is that I'm not always available to respond to people's messages. And what if I could just hire like someone who's like an assistant? But there's only one problem, and the problem is that if I was to hire an assistant, it means that assistant would need to know everything that I know so that he can be able to help people. Now the problem is I know a lot of stuff and I don't think there's anyone who knows the stuff that I know. Yeah, like I don't really specialize in one thing, I do a lot of things. But luckily things have improved. I don't really need like a human assistant. All I need to do is just have my own AI which can basically really know more than that I know. So the first idea which I had was to create a WhatsApp bot, a simple one, which is free of course. And so the only reason, the thing is, I hate messages that come like hi, hey. I feel as if like this type of messages that they just waste people's time. Okay, so I prefer like if you want something, like if you need any help, I prefer people just comment directly to me and say, hi Keith, I need help with this and this. Okay, now some people will be like, hi, they'll send a hi, right? Then now you respond to them. Again, they'll take another 10 minutes to respond. You respond, again, they take another 10 minutes to respond. But I can actually save myself time by actually having a bot that responds to messages such as hi, okay, hey, and how are you? Yeah, on my behalf, so that I can simply focus on the hard part. But yes, I was able to create a bot that just responds by certain keywords, but I wanted it to be more intelligent to be able to also answer questions, okay, such as simple questions. For example, if someone needed help with knowing what the exchange rate is, for example, what is the exchange rate of USD and the Zambian kwacha, okay, it should be able to know what the specific rate of that there is. So for this is how I came up with the idea of having an AI, okay, that will be able to do all these things. So how does this chatbot works? So as I said earlier on, I needed something that is going to work completely free, not me spending enough time. I needed something free, not only free, also I needed something that I can build on my own without spending too much time. All I needed was like just a day, okay? Not to have to spend weeks and months on working on something. So, and also I needed something that will help me create a bot without having to rely on third parties. Okay, so I needed to be able to also use the WhatsApp on my phone without having to use like the official WhatsApp API, which is not free. So luckily there's an npm package called Venom. Okay, and you can actually use this one to develop WhatsApp bots. So what this one does is that you can create your bots in JavaScript and you'll be able to run them. So now we want to look at what I have right here in case I wanted to build something like this. So the first thing is that we've got the index.js, we've got the contents.json, the conversations, and the post users, the status, the users, and so on. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand what all these other files are and what they do. Okay, so there's only one file missing, I think. It is the .env. So the .env, this is where there is the API keys of other services that I'm using. So let's open the index.js, which is this one here. So this is how it starts like. First of all, it requires the .env. So the .env, it actually allows, okay, the bot to pull the API from the index.en, no, the .env file. Okay, so putting the API key right in the index is not a good thing, so it's better to put it in the env file. And for that, we're able to access that API, have to use the require the .env config. The second one, okay, creating my own AI from scratch. This is something that can take years, and we've seen that actually to develop this AI actually takes millions of dollars of money, and that is something that I do not have. So instead, I can simply okay, build something on top of another thing which is already existing. So likely OpenAI has got a lot of uh, versions of the AI. So the one which I'm specifically using is um, it's a turbo, okay, 3.5. I'll show you in a few minutes. Okay, what's next? Now the most important thing is the Venom that helps us run WhatsApp, okay, on a headless server. Okay, so this line here only tells the bot that it should get the API key from the .env. Then the keywords, it will also be able to read the keywords.json. So when I created this AI, okay, these are the keywords. Open to the other side, okay. So these are the keywords. For example, if someone said hi, you should be able to say hello, I'm Peter's assistant. How may I help you? Or if someone says hello, or if someone says the current exchange, or if someone sends word paper, as long as the message is with the word paper, you should be able to help. Now, I'm not really sure of like how would people come to me. Like, obviously, people won't come ask questions based on these keywords that I've written. So this is how I moved on from using keywords to now using the AI. So now let's go back to the index.json. Okay, and also the users file. So I'll explain about the users file later on. The admin number, which is my number. So if someone sends a message greeting me, such as these keywords, okay, should be able to respond. So I think let me just proceed and explain everything that's in here. So let's start with it. The number is my admin number that the bot should use to WhatsApp to respond to messages. Okay. So now we've got the true and false. So I don't want the bot to be running the entire time. Okay. For example, if someone says no, I'd like to talk to Keith directly, like doesn't want to talk to the bot, then this is what I should be using. So we've got a lot of functions here. So I'll jump to these functions and I'll go to this function which is relevant. So I only want this AI to be responding to questions that are related to things that I do, so that people shouldn't abuse the bots to be helping them with other stuff that's not even related to what I do. Yeah, remember, OpenAI is not completely free. Okay, I'm paying for this, so which means I wouldn't want someone to abuse this. So I only want it to be able to respond to these things that are related to stuff that I do. I'll have to update it soon. So now, if someone asks a question that is not related to what I do, okay, it will say something like, which is somewhere below. I'll show you again. So now let us continue. Okay, so here is a greeting section. Let us go to the function for pause user. So if someone asks a question that's not related to what I do, the bot will tell that person that I'll forward this message to Keith, wait for his reply. Okay. Then how would the bot know that this user has been paused? So this bot is going to enter in their number into the paused users.json in here, and it will be able to know what user has been paused. Okay, and users will be paused for like 24 hours, and this is the 24-hour we're seeing here. After 24, the bot again will be able to respond to the person if he or she asks another question. Okay, so we've got some admin commands. So I need to be able to pause or to turn off the bot on my end. So for example, if I'm chatting with someone on WhatsApp, okay, and that person responds, the bot will also reply. But I want to have when I'm active, like I'm really want to talk to people, I should be able to pause the bot directly in WhatsApp without having to come to my server. Okay. So this is where I wrote this command. So all I have to do is send bot off or bot pause while I'm in the conversation, and the bot should pause. Then now I'll be able to continue with the conversation with the person without the bot interfering. Okay, then now with the ping manual override, I only wrote this just for testing purposes. For example, if I send ping, it should respond pong. Okay, yeah. So here, if someone sends a greeting message to say hello and welcome, I'm Keith Rainz's AI assistant. You can call me Keith I can help you with topics like Forex, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. Okay. Then if someone sends something irrelevant to say, I'll forward this message to Keith. Keith will join you soon. Please be patient. Okay. If someone again maybe during the day comes back, okay, I should be able to good saying hello again, Keith AI, what can I help you with today? Yeah. Then whatever they say, if it's not related, you should say I forwarded this Keith to message. Keith will join you soon. Please be patient. Then when I'm free, I'll join in. Then I'll respond to that person. Okay. Now, this is the last part. This is the Venom now. So what Venom does is that uh so what this bot does is that usually we've got WhatsApp when you're running WhatsApp in Chrome, which is the web version, right? So there are Chrome extensions that allow you to manage WhatsApp like auto reply. But for this one, it runs the Chrome on a server without really like opening the entire Chrome. Yeah, I don't know how I can explain this in simpler terms, but all you should know is that it runs the Chrome inside the server without like the graphic interface here, which is this. So it creates as a port session and it's headless. Okay, which means it's running on a server where there's doesn't really have to like there's no graphic like there's nothing like that here. So yeah, basically it's just only 8 lines and this is the entire board. So if you need it, simply text me and I'll be able to help you run it. So what you should do is, uh, if you want to write something like this, simply do npm install the OpenAI, install Venom, okay, and also if you are running it on your local computer, that's your Windows, here are things that you're going to need to have on your computer. You have to have Git, you have to install Git, you have to install Node.js. What else? Node.js comes with npm. Okay. Yeah, basically this is what you need here. Okay. And also you need to have Chrome on your laptop. You have to have Chrome installed. Okay. Then once you have this, simply run npm I. It will install all the dependencies. Then to run this board, simply run the command node index.js. It will run the node.index. When it runs this, it's going to open up the Chrome on your laptop. Then when it opens up the Chrome on your laptop, okay, it's going to ask you to scan the QR code. So all you have to do is open your phone, okay? When you open your phone, go to linked devices, then say link device, then scan the code. Once you scan the code, it will be logged in and the bot will be able to run. Yeah, to be able to respond and do all those stuff that you've commanded it to do. Now, when running it on the server, so if you're going to run this on the server, obviously you're not going to have like the Chrome that opens and you'll be able to see it. No, for this is where now you'll be using the headless. And for this to work, you have to make sure that you have got these browser arguments, which is no sandbox, disable this, disable GPU, and so on. Okay, this way to be able to run. I'm not sure that the headless is also true. Yeah, this is the only way this is going to work. Otherwise, you have to have a graphical interface. Without this, it won't work. Okay, yeah. So now to run this on a server, the thing is on your route node.index.js, uh, when you close your command line, even the bot stops running. So how do you run it continuously even though the command line is closed? So this is where actually PM2 starts. Okay, so all you have to do is install PM2. I think you install PM to Okay, my server is Ubuntu, so yeah, but you can as well install it okay on whatever you're using. I think so. It has to work. So when you install PM2 is that you'll be able to run the bot whereby if you cross the command line to you're using don't affect anything. So for that, instead of saying node run index.js, all you have to say is pm2 start index.js. Okay, and to start running. Then to stop it, just say pm2 stop index.js and to stop. Basically, that's it. That's what you do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if what I've explained makes sense, but basically this is it. Yeah, so when I have time, I'll try to add more functions and see what I can really do with this and see where it takes me. Yeah, but for now, this is Keith.